Hey, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Going live soon, so yeah. Off to a kindergarten. Couple hours, wanted to say quick hi. So bye.
Bye.
YouTube, what is up? This is Japan Trail Cam Livestream podcast number 1. I'm
Yeah.
Dan. This is
Wombat.
Wombat, yeah. And we're going to talk about our year, our 2021 in Japan Trail Cam.
Yep.
And have a lot of fun.
I hope so. Yeah. Where am I looking? Here?
Yeah, look into the camera there. Look at the
Okay.
camera there. You can look into my eyes. Whatever, yeah. So again, my name is Dan, and I'm one half of the Japan Trail Cam team.
Yep. I'm the better half. No. But yeah, Japan Trail Cam. And what is Japan Trail Cam? Well, when did we start?
We started November
Last year.
of 2020.
Yep, November 2020.
Yeah.
Before that, I was setting up cams in my local mountain. I have a hiking YouTube channel.
Kyushu Trail.
And yeah, on my hikes, I sometimes saw glimpses of animals, but I wanted to see more, so I set up a trail cam. Just kind of got addicted to the trail cam hobby, so we started Japan Trail Cam.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Wombat was doing that, and then just one day, because we were just talking all things YouTube, because we became friends through YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like thinking, hey, I want to do this other. Yuki-san, ohayou gozaimasu.
Good morning.
Yuka, 二人だ. Yay. So anyway, yeah, he was doing that, and he was thinking of starting the new YouTube channel. I was like, well, why don't I just buy a trail cam and
Join forces.
join forces
Yeah.
with our powers combined. We can create the Japan Trail Cam, and it's been fun. It's been a great
Yeah.
a little bit over a year, right?
Yeah.
I think our first video was sometime in November.
Probably, yeah, late November or something.
Yeah, so been a quick year. It
Yeah.
felt longer, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Sick cat.
yeah. But why are we doing it? Basically, just because we love animals. We want to learn more about Japanese wildlife here in Japan. And it's just cool to see the animals, right?
Oh,
in
yeah,
their
definitely, yeah.
natural setting.
Yeah. And it's a view of Japan that you don't quite see all the time, yeah.
Right.
Gotta go. I have a good stream. All right, man.
Thanks,
Hopefully
Andy.
it's sounding fine. Maybe we can count on Yuki. I should make Yuki a mod right now. Yuki, you're gonna be a moderator. Sorry about that. Boom. Yuki is now a moderator, so yoroshiku onegaishimasu. You have a big responsibility.
Thank you, Yuki. All right.
Cool.
Well, since we're talking 2021, let's talk about a few of our favorite clips from this year.
Sure. Yeah. Let's jump right into those. And we have an awesome little screen transition. So we're just going to jump over to that. Boom.
Ooh.
Here we are. So I have this one pulled up, this clip here. And
where is this?
This is in, obviously, Kita-Kyushu. So I live in Kita-Kyushu, and Wombat lives a little bit farther south than me, closer to Fukuoka City. But I live in Kita-Kyushu, and this is actually at a mountain that I can see off of my balcony, off this way, around an area called Sadakura, which is the mountain. And I placed the trail camera here. This is the Bali Media camera.
Yeah, because this is obviously a nighttime shot, but it's in color. Right?
It's in color, yeah. So this trail camera actually has, well, you know, I can talk to you guys about it, but it has, it's a white flash camera, so it has LEDs. Most of the other trail cameras, they're going to have the infrared light, but this camera doesn't have any of those. But let's just jump right in and check out this deer. I think he has a pretty interesting, I'm going to pull the clip back just a little bit, and yeah, let's take a look.
What a beauty.
Yeah, he's great, and I just love what he's doing here, you know? And he just kind of hangs out in the mud, you know, and kind of scratches his back there. And probably, just kind of grooming a little bit.
It's cool. It's kind of like a spotlight.
Yeah, it's like boom, right in there. You know, I got lucky with this trail cam placement and this kind of boggy, wetland, marshy area. And when I came across this area, I was like, wow, like this is going to be a hot spot for a lot of different wildlife, because I saw so many tracks. And normally on our channel, when we find an area like this, in Japanese it's called nutaba, we usually find, you know, it's just a great spot for wildlife. You know. And before this, I really didn't have too many deer clips. Like you were the deer guy.
I was
like,
the deer guy.
He was the deer guy. He got all the deer clips, right? I would get a few here and there. I think before this, I set up a trail camera. I mean, look at that. Look how muddy he is. And scraping his antlers on this tree branch. And this deer is not the only one that I've seen do that.
He's doing that on purpose.
Doing that on purpose. And I'm not sure. I need to read it up, but this is what I like to think. But it's kind of, they rub themselves, right? They get their scent on their antlers, and then they try to rub their antlers as high as possible. So any females in the area can say, hey, I'm a big guy.
Yeah, or maybe it's just itchy.
Or itchy, yeah, something like that, yeah. So
nice.
And there's some raccoons. But anyway,
Cool.
What I was saying before there, we'll switch back to the live stream over here, was I had a trail camera in Yamaguchi. We tried to go to Yamaguchi because we're in Kyushu, the southern island. We tried to go to Honshu to catch bears in Yamaguchi. We didn't do that, but I caught a lot of deer. But before that, I didn't have any deer, and Wombat was the deer guy. He got all the deers, yeah.
Yep.
He got all the deers there, yeah. So that was my clip, and I enjoy that area. Super stoked about.
You still got a camera there?
Yeah, still got the same camera there. I actually, at one point, I had like 4 trail cameras there because it's just a crazy hot spot.
Yeah.
But I had to take some trail cameras away from that area because I was getting too many clips, you know, and it was just eating through batteries, eating through SD cards, eating through, you know, my external hard drives because I was getting too many clips.
Well, better than getting nothing, which does happen sometimes.
It does happen sometimes in this genre, yeah? So...
Yeah. All right.
There was that one. We'll go on to a clip from Wombat.
Yeah. So
and...
I've got a clip here. What is this? Okay. Right. So
get it pulled up here.
Yeah, here it is. So this is from January. So you can see the snow. This is in Izuka City on a mountain called Ruozan. So Ruozan, Dragon King Mountain. But yeah, this is I don't know, a bit of a sad clip, I guess. These are 2 tanuki, or Japanese raccoon dogs, and you can see they're not well. They're missing fur, and I believe they have kind of scabies. which I looked it up, and it's not uncommon for tanuki to get scabies. See all the hair missing there, poor guys. I just want to stop it there. But well, that's not the only clip I got of these guys, because I had this cam in this area for a while and they kept showing up, but one just kept getting worse and eventually kind of disappeared, so it's a bit sad. The other one seemed to be alright. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting, a little bit sad. First time we've seen something like that on cam.
Yeah, it was really cool to see something like that. So it's just kind of really shocking, kind of clip. And it happens. It's kind of a natural thing that happens to the tanuki, And they're pretty prone to it, apparently, yeah?
Right, yeah. But I think this is the only case I've seen this bad,
yeah.
I think.
I think I've caught 1 or 2 tanuki clips with a little bit of scabies, but nothing as severe as this one.
Yeah.
These guys. So, I would imagine, I don't want to say too anything, but like this was dead of winter. It was about a year ago. Well, almost. It was January, So maybe they've recovered.
Right.
Tanuki is sick. Yeah, a little bit sick there. Yeah. So, and they pass it on. To other tanuki. So,
these two were always together. I guess they were a pair.
Mating pair,
But eventually it was just one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Maybe one passed on or whatnot, but that's nature for you, yeah?
Yep. Alright.
結構雪積もってる場所だね. Yeah.
Yeah, surprised. It was quite a lot of snow and, approaching winter again.
Yeah, winter.
Snow. I like the snow.
Yeah, the snow is great, and actually, kind of going on a little side tangent, but we started this last year, right? And we're always trying to find places for wildlife and stuff like that. And I tried to take a lot of notes in some of the areas we were going because you could see tracks in the snow. And I think that's pretty much how you found this area, right?
Yep, for sure.
Because you saw so many like animal tracks just all over the place, and you're like, boom, this is a spot,
It's kind of like Animal Crossing, if you will.
Animal Crossing. Cool.
All right, what do you got next?
I'm gonna pull up a clip here, and we'll get it going here. This was actually from. This is actually from. We used to do trail camera competitions. And maybe Wombat can talk about that a little bit while I get the clip pulled up here.
Yeah, so just to kind of push ourselves to find good spots, we made up this kind of competition between ourselves, who can get the best shots. So we would award points for each species of animals that we could catch on camera. And yeah, I guess this was a part of that competition. And you got...
Yeah, I got this Ural owl. I got this cool shot of a Ural owl. And,
if you said earlier I was the deer guy,
yeah,
you were the owl guy.
I was the owl guy. Yeah,
right.
I got so many clips of owls here. I need to unlock that. I'm gonna have to move us over here a little bit because the owl is actually gonna jump up on this log, and I don't want our ugly faces to. Ooh, smart. It's easy to find animals. Yeah, definitely. So we'll just take a look at this here. This is a browning. I gotta click here.
When is this? This is back in
September.
June.
June, yeah. Looks like June.
Yep.
But yeah, so I actually got quite a few owl clips, but this one always stood out in my mind because it's so fierce. Looking at how fierce he looks. We'll maybe make that bigger there.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Yeah. Owls are usually nocturnal, but they do have some daytime activity. As well, but that clip always sticks in my mind just because of the way how fierce he looks. Yeah.
How'd you know it's a Ural owl?
So that's good. Here is I think a badger.
It looks like a badger.
Yep, looks like a badger. Cool. So that's all I wanted to show with that clip. Let's we'll just let this play while we kind of talk about it. But I emailed a guy in Hokkaido. A guy who is a bird guy. Like, I think he's actually like a researcher. And I was like, hey, I don't know what this owl is. And he's actually done research. He wrote research papers on owls. because I believe in Hokkaido there's a specific type of owl that's like the number 2 or 3 like largest owl in the world.
Right.
And so anyway, he was more in that, but he's an owl guy, right? So he told me that's a Ural owl, which was cool, yeah.
So yeah, basically with Japan Trail Cam, we're coming into this with a lot of ignorance. So we often have to ask people like, what do you think of this clip, or like, what is this animal? But that's a part of the fun, I think, learning about Japanese wildlife.
Definitely, because after we catch an animal on trail cam, we you know, both of us, like we'll send articles back and forth through line, you know, like research papers, like people that are way smarter than us do that. Yeah, I've never seen a wild owl yet. My mom saw one on electric line before. Oh, cool. Thanks, Yuki, for the comment there. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So when we find when we see animals, like we just kind of read up on them, you know, and the one of the main reasons why we do that is so we can find them more often.
Right.
We can find their habitat. How can we set up compose a shot with our trail camera to catch, you know, the wildlife and maybe catch a certain behavior like the wallow for like the wild boars. That's pretty easy. You can see where they're at. Yeah. So.
And yeah, it was interesting that most of your owl shots are at wallows, right?
Yeah. So this is a wallow area. You can kind of see right here. This is kind of a muddy, marshy area. Almost all of my owl shots are here. At these muddy kind of marshy areas, because they're birds like any other birds. You know, birds love getting in water and you know, like splashing around, clean off their feathers and stuff like that. Yeah. But this spot actually is closer to where he lives. This is Dondon.
Ah, okay.
Dondondaki.
Yep.
Dondondaki is the area that I put this one in. Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know about the Hokkaido second largest owl. I forget what it's called. Some sort of like hawk owl or like fish owl.
Yeah.
It eats
So look it up.
a lot of fish, I think. And they're threatened. They're not endangered, but they're a threatened species, you know. So
There we go.
yeah. Largest owls. Third, maybe? Is that it right there?
Location, Asia.
Eurasian eagle owl.
Maybe?
Yeah. I think that might be it.
Yeah, maybe. Ah, here we
No,
go.
this
it's
is the one. It's
number 1.
It's the number 1 largest owl in the world.
Not the one you got on cam, but one in Hokkaido, right? Which is Blackiston's fish owl.
Blackstone fish owl. Yeah,
Wingspan
and
of
it's the
6.5
number
feet.
1. It's the largest owl in the world, apparently.
Yeah, found in Hokkaido.
In Hokkaido, yep. And I think they kind of maybe migrate over to like Russia and you know, kind of those peninsulas, but their habitat is actually not that big. More of the kind of colder climates and stuff like that. Yeah.
Got to get a cam there.
Yeah, gotta get a cam there. Yeah. So,
All right.
Cool. So that was my owl clips. I was the owl guy. He was the deer guy. And yeah, let's pull up our next clip here.
What have I got here? Let's have a look. Ooh.
Woo.
I think it's at 36 seconds.
36 seconds. All right. Yeah. 30.
All right.
We'll pop it right there at 34. We'll switch over.
Oh, a nice crow.
Nice crow. Yeah. Do you remember? Maybe we'll put ourselves down here.
That's good.
Put ourselves down here. We're gonna bounce around the screen just so we can get that there. But yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I got here, you can play it.
Boop, there it
Is
goes.
a couple of tanuki, Japanese raccoon dogs, and yeah, they're looking up at something. I'm not sure. I had a second cam in the area, but where they're looking is not at the cam, I don't think. But yeah, they're really interested. And right in the background, I don't know if you can see, coming up here. Yep, coming up now.
It's a bit hard to see.
It's just outside of
just
there.
outside the frame there. Hold on. What I can do
Stop
here is...
there.
Oh, you see it right there at the top?
Yeah.
What I can do here is... there it is. You can see it
Okay,
again.
let's go back.
Let's go back just a little bit so you can see.
There is here a copper pheasant photobombing the
It's,
two tanuki.
Yeah, he's in the corner there. Let's
which
go
I
back a
thought
little bit
is really
farther.
Cool.
You see it right there?
Can you turn the volume up too on this?
Sure. Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, you can hear the tanuki, you can hear the copper pheasant. There are really good sounds in this one too. So usually with our trail cams, sound quality is poor, but this particular cam I was using, it's pretty good. Let's go back and have a look at the Tanuki again. What's
Sure.
it doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the sounds in this clip too. And yeah, that that copper pheasant just coming running by in the background, photobomb. That's really cool, I thought.
Yeah,
There he goes.
there's a other. Yep, there's a good one. I like how he kind of like flaps his wings, you know?
Yeah.
And I think you can actually hear it a little bit.
Yeah, it goes tick, 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 kind of sound. Yeah.
Like right here.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah, sound
Yeah,
like,
the
like it. Yeah, that's the Tanuki, but yeah, it's cool. I like this clip.
Yeah, this is a cool clip. I think actually that clip was featured, and actually many of our clips of Tanuki. Well, we're gonna talk about that a little bit later, but that's a good clip. We'll talk about that later.
In the same video, I got something else I want to
Cool.
look at, which is at 2:39. 2:39. This is one of our most popular clips, I guess. So I'm right on a wallow here in Izuka, smack bang on the wallow, and I got this great day shot of this wild boar coming in. Yeah, beauty. Nice size. Daytime shot. This is with my Browning cam, so video quality, beautiful. And yeah, let's see him take a bath. Slide in. It was great seeing this because you read about their behavior, and this is exactly what they do. They mess up the mud a bit first with their snout. Slide in. See him go. Mix it up.
And
Oh, there he goes.
Just get in there, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so nice. I want to try it.
Spotty.
And then yeah, then they shake it off. They shake it off like this once or twice, and they're on their way.
Yep.
But why do they do that? To get rid of ticks or whatever, bugs.
Ticks, fleas,
And
old skin, dead hair.
Right. And it's kind of a like a sunscreen, natural sunscreen for them too.
Here's another good clip. We'll just let this roll.
Yeah. So
This
here's
is
the copper pheasant.
Yep. Here's a better shot of the copper pheasant. Yeah.
So there are native pheasants in Japan. In our area, we have this species of. There's a scabies.
There's another scabies one. Yeah. Going back to the copper pheasant, I think in Japanese they're called yamadori.
Yamadori, right?
Yamadori, like very simple, which basically just means mountain bird.
Yeah, but it's interesting because a pheasant is kiji.
Kiji, yeah.
But it's different to this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a copper pheasant, but it's yamadori.
Yeah.
So yeah, really beautiful reddish copper color.
Reddish copper color, yep. And these birds are actually a little bit threatened, and they're not as popular. I think I was reading something online to where they are not as common in Kyushu, but we've seen them quite a few times.
Yeah, we get them a few times.
Not super regular. Yeah, I'm gonna move this down here.
Yep.
Or over here. I don't know where I want to put the chat, but we're gonna put it like right there, maybe. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
So that was the copper pheasant and the wild boar. That wild boar clip, actually, we put it in a short format. So like YouTube Shorts, we put it in a short format, and that kind of blew up for us in India, of all places, I feel like, yeah? Or like the Middle East or somewhere, or Southeast Asia or South Asia. So that got quite a few views. I think it's
a good clip.
Yeah, it's a great clip. It's a great clip, you know. Beautiful looking boar. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Great.
What do we got next?
What do we got next? Let's see here. Boom. Go back. Okay. Great. It's another tanuki.
Yay.
And because tanuki are awesome. And yeah, yamadori. Kirei na tori da yo ne. Yes, yamadori. Thank you, Yuki. Thank you for blowing up the chat. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, tanuki. So this is in a video. Just kind of showcasing tanuki. And this is a good one.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful shot. Great daytime shot. And this is the springtime, yeah?
What's the date?
It's in April. Yeah. he'll turn around and give us a good look here. Isn't that just really like a good view? It's not too long of a clip, but
yeah, interesting. So like this is April. Now, if we get a tanuki, they're much rounder.
Yep, they're stocking up for winter. Yeah, and I think their fur kind of probably is a little bit more fluffier. And whatnot. Oh, here's that same clip again. So
gotta milk it.
Yeah, basically this was a compilation of a bunch of different tanuki. We'll go here. So here's another clip of a tanuki there. But basically a compilation of a bunch of different tanuki that we've caught in different areas throughout Japan.
Yeah, but that clip was a beauty.
Yeah. We'll just go ahead. We'll go ahead and do here. This is a little bit of a tanuki fight, I think. Yeah. A little scuffle. Look at him. He's going across there. Hold on. A little bit more. There we are. Here we are. I got a little tanuki scuffle.
Is that like maybe territorial?
Like it's kind of behind the chat there. You can kind of see them scuffling just a little bit. So I was reading up, and apparently, we'll cut that off there. Apparently, tanuki aren't necessarily that territorial, but they do. They kind of do that to kind of like assert dominance, find mates and stuff like that, So
maybe his mother got insulted or something.
Yeah, they're not as territorial as like badgers, because I was reading up on badgers, where badgers will tend to defecate or take a poo like in almost like similar areas, so they can kind of mark their area, like this is my area, you know. So yeah, they're not that territorial, but that tanuki shot is just one of my favorite, just because it was, I think, probably the first that was just like a really clear shot. We're not gonna show the video, but I mean, look at that. I mean, it's such a stunning, view of the tanuki.
Yeah, we always set our cameras to take just video, but you can screenshot.
Yeah, you can
from
screenshot
our videos and get a really nice picture.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
A lot of people, like in the hobby, like some people will just take pictures and whatnot, and I'm fine with that. Cool, do whatever you want to do, but the videos are just so much more interesting for me, because honestly, the pictures that the trail cameras take are not usually that good, and they're kind of hit and miss. I feel like you'll get a lot of off shots on when the camera takes. At least the video, you can kind of get the action, and like Wombat said, you can get the screenshot if you wanted to take a one shot like picture of it, and it's pretty good quality. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's tanuki there. Yeah. Go back. We pull up the next one. What do we got next?
Okay. So yeah, this one here
is a fun one.
I was looking for a spot in Kawada, I believe, which I go to Kawada a lot because it's a great spot for nature. But I found this really young bamboo shoot growing up, and what I wanted to do is see how fast it grows. So I put a trail cam just on the bamboo, and I wanted to track like the height of it going up. But it didn't work out so well because of this guy. Yeah, he came along when it got to about, how high was it? But he just ripped it apart.
He ate it, yeah.
Which is cool. Yeah, he just took out the whole thing. Ripped it up. Great sounds. Yeah, so I love this. And he just spent so long just devouring the whole thing. Like, I had to cut lots of the footage for the video because it just went on and on. But yeah, it was great. He had a good time just munching on this. And it was fun to see. Actually, it grew really fast. Like, this is just a couple of days growth from when it was like yay high.
Boom! And he just knocks it over. The piece broke off, and it's
yeah,
pretty long. Yep.
Yeah. So it was a long piece, already pretty high, and yeah, he just ate it right down to the core.
Yeah, I think by the end of the video, like you can't even see it anymore.
Nah,
right?
yeah,
it's like
gone.
literally gone. Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
I came back a few days later to, nibble the rest. But yeah.
It's very interesting too because Japanese people eat this as well. Yeah, this is takenoko. This is basically takenoko.
Takenoko.
I think this is a little bit bigger, like a little bit taller than what normally.
Normally they wouldn't.
They would take the ones that are like kind of lower into the ground. They're softer.
But yeah, it looks soft and delicious in the middle there.
Kawaii shika. Kawaii.
Yeah, it's good.
His antlers are a little bit wonky.
They are.
They are a little bit wonky.
And it helped me identify him in later videos too. I'm like, there's that guy again.
Because it's a little bit off-centered, like the one on the left there,
right.
or his right, I guess you could say, is a little bit more forward, yeah?
Looks so smooth and shiny.
Yeah, smooth and shiny, more velvety. It looks like this is, May? So...
Right.
Probably his spring, like, late spring, or early spring, maybe. His antlers are so velvety.
Yeah, so he had then like the bit that came off. He ate that bit. Some other animals came by. There was a boar or something, but only this deer. He made a big meal out of this.
He came back for seconds.
Yeah, it's great. Just went on and on. I loved it. I lost my bamboo, but.
竹を食べるんだ. Yep, 食べるんだね. And wild boar, wild boar will eat this.
They love it.
And who else will eat this? Wild boar will eat it. Humans will eat it. Maybe some monkeys? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe monkeys will eat it. Pandas would eat it. They eat bamboo, right? There's no pandas. Well, no wild pandas in Japan.
But that was a cool shot because, like sometimes our videos are great, but it's just walk-bys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just kind of walk by, which is cool. We love just seeing them walking by, but we always want to see an interesting behavior. Yeah.
So it's good to find a spot that you think animals might stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just walk by, but a food source or
like the watering hole. What's that?
A toilet.
A toilet or something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good setup, and I got a good video out of it.
It was a great video. Yeah, I liked it too. Yeah, cool. I think we have one more for you guys. We have one more, and we might like kind of go back and forth to hey bro, what's up? Hey Rob. That's my brother. Robert is my brother there. Yeah.
Hey, Dan's brother. Robert.
This is Wombat. This is Wombat. His name is also Dan. So we're two Dans, but he goes by Wombat, and because he's from Australia. Whatever. Great.
All right. What do you
so
got
we're gonna
next?
pull up some monkeys. So I mentioned monkeys purposely. So the next clip is gonna be of some monkeys here. Some cute little monkeys, some Japanese
macaques,
snow monkeys, some macaques there. Yeah. So let's pull that up there. All right. Oh, I gotta move us.
Whoa.
Gotta move these monkeys out of the way. Move our ugly mugs out of the way. All right. So pull it up there. You know what? I might actually. When I pull it up to the full screen here, sometimes it kind of cuts out a little bit of the actual frame. So we're just going to leave it like kind of half screen there. I think it looks fine, yeah. Cute little monkeys there, right? Yeah.
Oh, they're already gone.
Oh, maybe that was Mama.
This video is basically all monkeys, right?
It's basically, this is only monkeys, I think. Oh, maybe I think there could be a couple other animals in there, but I think 90%. We'll go back here. There they are. Cute little guys, yeah, a little grooming or whatnot. But this is in an area that actually Wombat found first in Kawada, so it's a little bit more south. It's closer to him there, and it's right behind a shrine. Right behind a shrine. Do you remember what the shrine is called?
Susa,
yeah, Susa Jinja, Susa Shrine there, yeah. There's some monkeys climbing back in the trees. Might be hard to see. Maybe we'll kind of. Oh, there's another one. Getting a good old booty scratch.
So I think our first ever Japanese macaque was caught there on a different spot, but same area.
Same area, yep.
But this was a good spot.
Yeah, this was a great spot. Yeah, so I was just kind of searching around on this this mountain for some areas, and I came across these really interesting looking vines, and I was like, you know what? If I was a monkey, I would probably want to hang out on these, because monkeys like vines, yeah.
Did you hang out on them?
Yeah. No. Here's another good clip of a more mature monkey there, and there's another little guy hiding out behind here. I think he'll turn around and show us his face here in a sec. But we were actually searching for monkeys for quite some time. Yeah.
Yeah. They're shy.
Yeah, they are a little bit shy.
But Kawara. So this is behind Susa Shrine, but it's on a mountain called Kawara Dake, which is famous in Fukuoka for its monkeys.
Yep. Very, very popular area for monkeys. Yeah, and we're definitely going to talk about this area a little bit later in a different kind of segment we have in this stream. But yeah, it was just so cool to catch the monkeys here.
Probably should put a cam back there.
Yeah, probably should get a cam back in this area because it wasn't too far to get to. Yeah, but pretty cool shot. Yeah.
Yeah, great shot. Yeah. So it's got something on its. Was this the shot? Is something on its?
Oh no. Yeah, no. That's earlier in the video here, which is cool, and that's good. Glad you mentioned that. I think right around here. This is just me kind of where I'm setting it up. I had a cam in a slightly different area, and then I moved it to the place with the vines. Come on, talking. Here we are. So there's like a GPS tracking collar, I think, on one of these ones. It's a slightly different area, but the same mountain. But really cool to catch something like that, like a maybe a tracking collar. And here's some monkey sounds.
Nice.
Some kind of more kind of like little scuffle sounds or something like that.
Yeah, this is our monkey spot.
Yeah, this is our main monkey spot. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Oh, stop. Great. Yeah. So those are kind of the main clips that we pulled aside because those are some of the clips that just stick out in our minds that we were kind of really stoked on getting. But pretty much all of our footage, we have a meme. And it would be cool if we could pull that meme up somehow too, like the checking your cam for the first time, checking your cam for the 7,431st time, every time we go out and check a trail cam, it's always a blast and always good to see, yeah. So
I think we got a question on Twitter.
Cool.
So this is from Shivers in Japan. Thank you always for watching. Shivers in Japan on Twitter asked us, most dangerous encounter with wildlife in Japan. Most dangerous encounter with wildlife in Japan.
For sure, yeah. Well, I can just kind of continue my monkey talk on this same mountain. Kind of on a different day. I think it was on a pickup day. I forget. But I was kind of walking down back to the car because I set a cam or something like that and turned a corner and there was a monkey. And it was, I would say maybe a good, 3 meters away. So it was close enough where I could get a very good look at it. And you got a good look at me. And you're not supposed to look at them directly in the eye.
Yeah, no eye contact.
No eye contact with him. And I'm not sure if I did. I definitely looked in its general direction because I was kind of coming around a corner, and as I was coming around the corner, it was sitting kind of back in the trees there, but it was a little bit open area, and it was just right there, and I was like, oh, so I looked back in its area, and it barked and postured at me, it went, "Ha!" and I have a little clip of it, but I was just kind of, whoa, because I was actually vlogging. I had my phone out, and I was just talking about stuff. And I got a little bit of a clip of it, but it kind of scared me because you do have to be careful with these monkeys.
You do. And in this area, they have signs up saying, be careful.
Be careful of the monkeys. Yeah, saru ni chui shite kudasai. Be careful of the monkeys because, they have some big canine teeth,
But I heard it's not so much them biting, but they scratch.
They scratch, yeah. It could be a combination of both,
And you can get sick from these scratches.
Yeah, I would imagine, they probably have some bacteria that, we're just not used to, So he kind of barked and postured at me, but I kind of went, hey, get back, whatever. kind of, barked at him a little bit, and he was kind of off. And got back down. Funny thing is, I'm wearing my JTC shirt today. Yeah.
Oh.
He's wearing his, and I'm actually double, triple JTC'd up because I got a hat there, and then I got this guy on, Hunter Safety Green, super Japan Trail Cam. Yeah, but when I got back down to the shrine, there's actually a local farmer setting off firecrackers, and they set off firecrackers basically to scare the monkeys back into the mountains because the Japanese macaques will come down and mess with the crops and the agricultural the crops that people are growing. So
yeah, often when I'm driving up to check cams in that area, well, not often, but a few times I've seen monkeys as I'm driving through.
So that's my close encounter with a macaque. He kind of barked at me and kind of postured at me.
Be scary.
It was. I got the adrenaline was pumping,
Yeah.
And but I wasn't too scared. I was just kind of. It reminded me that that you have to be careful. You definitely have to be careful because it is the woods. And it's not. It's their backyard. That's their ground, and they're so much more well adapted to move around in that landscape than we are. So it just kind of it reminded me that how wild it is, and you have to be careful sometimes. Yeah. So that was mine. Monkey, what do you have?
Dangerous encounter. Well, let's see what happened. I have come across wild boar quite a few times in my hikes or checking cams. One time I got pretty close. Big guy. I was going up a trail, and he just kind of appeared in front of me. We kind of faced off, and he took off, but in the direction I was going. And wild boar, actually, their eyesight is really poor. So what they'll do is they take off, but they don't go too far. Right? They'll take off and then stop and then look back.
Yeah.
To see. So, but I wanted to check my cam, so I kept going along, and so I kept running into him. Eventually he was on the other side of a stream and just kind of made some noise and he took off. But it got pretty close there. But with wild boar, if they have space, if you give them space to run away, they will. Only if they are cornered or trapped will they do something naughty. Yeah, come after you. They'll just lose their mind if they feel threatened and they don't have a choice. Fight or flight kind of thing. So they're gonna choose flight 90% of the time. But if you don't give them the option, they're gonna come after you. And it could turn out pretty nasty. Oh yeah, definitely. They have their nice tusks and they're strong. Like I think their snouts can pick up like close to like hundreds of pounds. Yeah. Their snouts can. Oh yeah, super strong, and it's like kind of neck muscles. Yeah. So, yep. Cool. So yeah, that was it was a bit scary, but a few times I've run across wild boar and they just take off. They just take off. Yeah. Deer too. Yeah. Just take off. Yeah, but incidents picking up this year. Yeah. What else happened? I had not as close of an encounter with a boar, but I have a video out where I heard some really high-pitched squealing, some boar squealing, and I was kind of going that way, and I'm just like, well, nah, I'm just going to go back, Yeah. And I have another, hold on, let's see. No, not that. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Always good to go back if you're not feeling safe. Yeah, if you're not feeling safe, it's always just better just to kind of go back the way you've gone. Nothing too crazy, I've seen some snakes. There's a venomous snake in Japan, mamushi, I think they're called. Yeah, I don't know the English name. It's a Japanese pit viper. Japanese pit viper. So that sounds pretty cool. Seen a couple of those snakes, but same thing. They're more afraid of you than you should be of them. Right. Spider webs to the face all the time. I had another thing that happened this year. Can't remember when it was, but I had a cam set up at a new spot, and I was kind of anxious to check it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a good spot or not. So it was only about a week later I decided to go back to check it. And sometimes, we're pretty busy with work, so if we get a chance to check a cam, okay, I'm going out. And this was not a good day. It was, I went out really early morning, it was dark, still dark, and it was raining, really wet, and it's kind of windy, and this area is a bamboo forest, and when it's windy, in the bamboo, you hear this cracking. Yeah. It was really kind of eerie and creepy. And at the start of the trail, someone had put all this glass on the ground. I think it's to stop animals coming out onto the road.
Like broken glass?
So it's like a road, there's like broken glass, and then the trail.
Okay.
So you kind of have to go up a bit from the road, then step over this broken glass, and go up the trail. So I was going up this trail, it's raining, it's dark, I shouldn't have been there. And then I stopped, I could hear something, I could hear a wild boar grunting and growling at us. And yeah, it kind of creeped me out. It freaked me out because I think it was just, you know, the atmosphere and everything. And I thought, I'm noping out of here. And yeah, I turned around and I didn't run or anything, but I was kind of walking quickly back. I thought, okay, I'm coming back another time. But it was wet and I slipped. I got near the broken glass. I tried to go around the broken glass and I slipped and fell about, I'd say about half a meter and onto the road.
Oof.
Cut up my hand a bit.
Yeah, catching yourself. Your
Yeah. So that was a bit of an incident, but I learned my lesson. Go on a sunny day.
Go
Daylight.
when the conditions are
Conditions
good.
are right.
Yeah, because I've gone out on a couple of days too where I'm like, I don't know if I could have skipped a day maybe, you know, as well. Yeah.
But it turned out that spot wasn't so good anyway. It wasn't good.
It wasn't a good spot. Yeah, so you just got the cam out of there. Good.
Yep.
Good. Yeah. I got a question here from Robert. Are you guys going to do more competition vids? I know I really enjoy them. Yeah, we kind of just fizzled out on them. We didn't really just say, hey, let's stop. We were just kind of like, we didn't decide on a date.
It's kind of difficult to set up because we've got different cams in different areas, and for a competition, you know, you want to make it fair and have like a time.
A certain time, and yeah.
But we're setting up cams at different times, and it's hard to work out a time frame.
For a time frame, yeah. We could probably eventually bring it back if there is enough, you know, people asking for it. You know, it's nothing too hard. Like I think we did about 8 or 9. I think, you know.
Do you know what the score was?
Oh, I don't even remember. I feel like we were tied up or
we didn't really care about the score.
We really didn't care about the score. Like
it was
just a fun thing. Like, you know, just kind of a friendly little like cheeky thing we could do together and say, hey, I got the better video, whatever.
So what did we get points for? We got points for different animals.
Yeah, we got a species point, so you got 1 point for each species in the video. You got a point for like multiple animals. So if you got like a mama boar and some babies in the same shot, you got a point for that. There was multiple species, so if you got like a boar and like a crow.
So my tanuki clip with the
tanuki clip with the copper pheasant would have been a 2 point. Actually, a 3 point clip, because that clip you had multiple animals, you had multiple species. That's a 4 point.
Ooh.
4 point video, because you had 2 points for. So you got tanuki as a species, you got the bird as the species, you got the multiple animal, and what's the other point? Species, multiple animals, and different species.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was a 4 point clip. So like, we kind of tried to rank clips on how visually interesting they were as well.
Yeah.
So kind of, you know,
it was fun.
It was fun, you know. No immediate plans to do that, but maybe we can try to do.
Actually, it would be cool if we could like get other people doing trail camming in Japan to submit competition videos.
Speaking about that, like we both actually entered a competition, a trail cam competition on a different website. I don't know if I'll mention that, but I don't know. Do you want to mention it or?
I can't even remember about it.
Yeah, I can't even remember. I think it's Trail Cam Pro. Trail Cam
right.
Pro. Trail Cam Pro is just in the United States, I think they're just a trail camera vendor, whatnot. But they do a trail cam competition where they just grab a bunch of different trail cameras and stuff like that. But we entered, we entered just a clip in there, and
I don't know how that's going.
Oh, we have no idea how that's going, you know. So, but doing something interesting.
Interesting behavior was a point.
Interesting behavior. Yep, interesting behavior and camera interaction. So if an animal came up and would like sniff or bump the camera, that would be another point.
Yeah, those shots are cool, right? Some animals really love the camera. Especially, I feel raccoons.
Yeah, raccoons will get their little fingers all over it.
They love playing with it.
Knocking it over. Yeah, wild boar will come up and sniff it every once in a while. It's hit or miss with wild boar. I would say mostly they'll sniff it and boom, take off.
Yeah.
But sometimes they'll to go after it. You know?
I had usually the adult boars just take off, but I feel like the younger boars, the babies,
they don't know yet. Yeah,
they're more interested.
yeah, they're more interested. Yeah, Tanuki hardly ever touch it. They're pretty wary of it. Deer, pretty hit or miss. I think some deer will
give it a sniff.
They'll give it a sniff. Sometimes
they don't really take off so much.
Yeah, they don't take off too much.
Although they have really sensitive noses, so they probably can smell us on it.
Yeah, and marten every once in a while will kind of mess with it as well.
But yeah, it's mostly raccoon for me, and sometimes I mess around with, and if my camera is not secured tightly enough on the tree, I will get a different angle. I've had a raccoon completely mess up my angle like 90 degrees. But I've actually had a raccoon improve my angle. So that's
part of the team. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
For me, I've never been so lucky. It's always just been like, well, I got like shit clips now. Excuse my French there, but
Well, we were talking about our cams in different areas. What cams do you have right now?
Yeah, what cams do I have right now? Well, I have one back here that's kind of a little bit out of commission, but this is one of my first trail cams. And this is the ABASK trail camera here. And these are, I would say, kind of like an entry-level cam, maybe.
Yep.
They're very, they're cost affordable. I forget how much they were. They're about maybe 8,000 yen. And
I have one too.
He has one too. We both have one, yeah. And I think this was both of our first cams.
Yeah, my first cam.
I feel like it was under $100. I think they were around maybe 80.
Yeah. I think I paid... It might have been a sale or something, but about 8,000 yen.
About 8,000 yen. So just if you do 1-to-1, it's about 8,000 or $80 maybe. I'm not gonna even try to do a little bit of conversion rate, but this is the reason why it's out of commission. I don't know if you can see it, but the screen is just went kaput. It died. So this one's basically, it still takes okay video, but
my screen is probably all right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of see his screen there. A little bit of you can actually kind of see the video, a little bit of him there, but my screen is just dead.
So
that being
what do you think
said,
about these cheap cams?
Yeah, that being said, like the we've had these out in the field constantly. Like they're not in the field now because we have other better cams that we're going to talk about later, but they were constantly in the field for a good year. Like constantly out in the weather and whatnot, and
survived a typhoon.
Yeah, they survived typhoons and snow and rain and animals coming up and bumping it and getting muddy and stuff like that. These would get really muddy, and I don't know if you can kind of see, but they're kind of a little bit dirty and whatnot.
But how about the footage?
Yeah, all things considered, for the price point, because there's much more expensive cameras. These did pretty dang good.
Yeah, I like these ones.
I bought 2 of them, and they're great. I think the sensor is one of the things that I really enjoy about these cameras. Their sensors are spot on. I would get some false triggers to where it would trigger, but I wouldn't get any wildlife. But 9 times out of 10, these sensors in here were spot on. They did great job with the sensors, I think, in here. Yeah.
I think for the price, it's great. Daytime videos, good.
Daytime videos, good.
Very good. Nighttime videos, good for the price. But I feel my night videos have decreased in quality.
Yeah, and I was actually taking video, guys. This was still on. All right. But yeah, so. And I think even the expensive trail cameras, after a while, they start to degrade, right? The quality starts going down. The nighttime, they just kind of started getting really grainy and just not visually what we wanted to put on YouTube. You could still see the animals and kind of see their what they're doing in the area. Because another way, and anybody in the trail camera hobby knows that these are used for hunting as well. So if you just wanted to kind of see the action in area to use it for hunting, it's still good.
Yeah,
you could still use it, but
no problem.
To kind of make visually appealing content for YouTube, they're basically out of commission right now. But the ABASK camera, very impressed with these. a year and a half or so.
Yep.
Of constantly being out in the weather. So there's that one, yeah.
And you got the newer model too, right?
I did, yeah. We got the new model.
I did too, yeah.
Yeah, we both got the new model too. The 2020, I believe. 2021.
2021. So this is 2020.
This is 2020, and then the other one I don't have it because it's. We'll talk about where that's at later. But yeah, the 2021. We thought it was cool because like here the sensor on this one, right, is just right here. This is the motion sensor. On the 2021 they have like 3 kind of sensors pointing in different areas.
Yep.
We kind of thought that was cool.
Differences though, not a lot different. Maybe sound improved touch.
The sound definitely
But still
improved
not
touch.
great, right?
Still not great. I would say honestly the video quality on this one was much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, the daytime clips on these ones were pretty stunning sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I got
The
some good
nighttime
shots.
clips, like I couldn't really notice any difference. They were pretty much on par. You know, the black and white, but I feel the colors on the new ABASK 2021 was a little bit grainy.
Oh, okay.
A little grainy, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think with the new one? Yeah, because we both have it.
Yeah, I feel maybe about the same.
About
But
the same.
maybe you got a better eye.
Yeah.
Better eye.
Yeah.
All right. So you got the two of the 2020s. You got ABASK. You got one 2021 ABASK.
2020 ABASK. Yeah.
What else have you got?
I've got a Browning. Recon. Oh man.
They got long names.
They all
and
have
difficult.
long names. But it's the Browning
Spec Ops.
Spec Ops Advantage, I think is what it's called. Yeah, and it's a really good trail camera. Very quality. Solid camera. It's got a camouflage there.
Big price difference, right?
Big price difference. So this one again was about $80. The 2021 was about a little bit 100,
Yeah.
I would say, and the Browning, we're taking a big leap up, is about 350. I think something like that. Yeah. Probably something around there.
Probably different prices in the US.
Probably different prices in the United States. I think it's a little bit more cost effective in the United States because it's a little bit bigger of a hobby. Definitely a much bigger hobby in the United States than it is here in Japan. So
I've got a question here.
yeah, how many cams do you guys generally have in the field at one time? So when we both had all of our cams out, we would have like 10.
Yep.
There was probably a really long span of time where we had 10 trail cameras.
Yep.
Constantly out in the field, just gathering clips. Yeah.
Yep.
In the beginning, taking another step back, like I only had 2 cams in Wombat. At that time, you only had 1, right?
Yeah. When I started, yep.
When we started, yeah. And when I kind of came on, like I immediately bought 2 trail cameras from the get-go.
Yeah.
And the reasoning for that was I wanted to get multiple angles in the same area, which is cool, but like it kind of came down to like we had to get clips.
Yeah.
You know, and we started in November, which was when animals are starting to slow down and not as active. Yeah. So
we put a lot of pressure on ourselves at the start, I think.
Yeah.
Let's put out 2 videos a week.
2 videos a week.
And we did it for a long time.
We did that. Yeah, we did that for a good 6-7 months, where every Saturday we would both put out a video at the exact same time. Yeah.
So like slowly we added to our collections.
Yeah,
right?
added to our collection and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, the Browning is great. What I like about that is there's a screen on the front, so when I put it on the tree, I strap it to the tree with just an industrial kind of strap. I can compose the shot, right?
What do you mean? So like these cameras,
Yeah.
like when you open it up, it's on the tree, right? And it's facing behind.
Yeah.
So you can't frame your shot
You
here.
can't frame your shot there. So basically you have to open the camera, hit record, close the camera, let it record for about 5 to 10 seconds or so, stop, open,
Open it up,
and then
and
you
check.
kind of review how the angle is, right?
Yeah.
With the Browning, the screen is on the front, so there's
Here,
a little,
right?
yeah, it's there, but they have a little there's like a little so the panel, it doesn't quite it's on the bottom, yeah. So Browning,
Right.
Browning has the opening. We're talking about the Browning. We have so many trail cams, like we're getting it mixed
So you
up.
open it up here.
You open it up here, so the camera is facing forward. You have
right.
the
So
LCD screen right here.
only the bottom half opens up, so the camera is facing this way, and yeah.
Yeah,
you
so
can
that's
see.
one of the main features about the Browning that I really enjoy, because I can frame the shot so much easier and quicker. you know, in the summer it's crazy hot and you just want to get out of the forest, you know. In the winter sometimes it can be really cold and windy, so you just want to get your shot, get the trail cam placed and get out. So that's one thing with the Brownings that I really enjoy.
So how many is that? You got 2 of these?
2 of those.
The newer model?
The new model and the Brownings, that's 4.
You got one more.
And I've got my last one, which is the Bali Media. Bali Media, we talked about that a little bit earlier when we were showing the clips, but that's the white flash. The white flash trail camera that doesn't have the infrared light. So it's constantly flashing. It's like a spotlight. I have a computer down here checking stuff too. But it's basically blasting bright LED lights.
So it's visible.
It's visible light. Visible light. Yeah. These ones are not going to put out any visible light. So humans are not going to be able to spot that. With my Bali one, I have to be very strategic on where I place that because it's very visible. It's like basically shining a bright flashlight.
Yep.
So.
But what that gives you is color at night.
Color at night. Like I only get color clips with that. Yeah. So I enjoy that. The sensor on it is a little bit hit or miss with the sensor.
What you mean sometimes it doesn't pick up?
Yeah, it doesn't pick up or it triggers too late. It triggers too late and I'll just get like the animal kind of walking out. But I've kind of dialed it in the... With some of these, you can kind of get a little bit more closer shots on a specific area. With the Bali, I've started putting it in a more wide open space, and I'm catching a lot better shots with it. And the sound quality on the Bali is some of the best.
Yep.
I could literally like take vlog videos, like talking videos on there, and I think it would sound totally fine. Which
is huge because some of the more expensive cams, even the Browning, say the sound is not great.
It's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. There's a constant like kind of ringing sound. It's like bing, which is because the microphones are very close to a lot of the
I think mine's more like a
sound. Yeah. It kind of just depends, on the trail camera. But again, the microphones are very close to a lot of the inner workings of the camera, so they pick up some of the hum or the
and basically the cams, they're made for hunting, so sound is not so important. I guess
it's not important.
They just want to see what animals in the area
to track them. Yeah, track a certain deer or whatever animal they're going after. So it's a little bit different for us because we want to make it visually appealing and also like we want it to sound good too. Yeah. So kind of going back with the ABASK, like that is one thing they're not very good at is the sound of these ones. Yeah. So those are my cams. I do have plans to get another trail camera very soon because basically I have 2 cams that are just pretty much decommissioned, but hopefully we can do some fun kind of interesting experimentation with kind of the broken ones. That would be fun. Yeah.
Nice.
So what cams you got?
Well, I also have the ABASK 2020, ABASK 2021. That's 2.
The same. Yep.
I have 2 Brownings. One is the Browning Recon Force Extreme, which I would say is probably my favorite cam. Sound isn't great, but the video quality is beautiful. Really good video quality. Great daytime shots, the best. The nighttime shots are great too. And the trigger speed, probably the best of my cams. Sound not great. One thing I don't like about it is great night shots, but they are limited to 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention too. Browning, like they only let you take 20-second night clips.
So what it will do is, I think it's basically to save battery. But it will start recording. Like usually with cams, we can. How long do you set your cams for? 1 minute?
Yeah, I think I set mine for 50 seconds. Yeah, about 50 seconds.
It'll record 50 seconds.
It'll record 50 seconds, and after that, it will stop. And usually, like you can set like a delay in between when the camera will trigger again. And I usually keep that pretty short with some. But I think Browning has. You can probably talk about it as well. Yeah, they have a feature.
So like it's set for only 20 seconds per night, and it's not long enough. So They have this feature, if something's moving in the frame after the 20 seconds, it will stop but then record another video. But I feel it's kind of hit and miss. Like sometimes I don't get it recording again.
Yeah, you don't get it recording again, or
it's too late.
It's delayed and like basically the animal's walking out of the shot, and then you'll get maybe 3 seconds and then the other 17 seconds of just nothing. So it's just kind of,
But yeah, well, I think all my best quality videos, like the Waller one we had before the boar. Yeah, that's with the Browning. It's great video quality. So I have two Brownings. Yeah, there's a Recon Force Extreme and Recon Force Advantage. And Advantage, yeah, it's basically the same as Extreme, I'd say. I think maybe Advantage colors a little bit better. Pop a bit more. Yeah. But yeah, I have the Advantage. And another one I have is a Cam Park. And a Cam Park is another kind of cheap entry-level camera. But what I was interested with this one was it has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So you can frame your shot on your smartphone, which is really cool and really useful. So I can set up my cam on a tree, check the shot on my phone, and then adjust it. Right. So that's good. But and what's good about that one is the sound quality is amazing.
The sound is actually pretty good on that one too. Yeah.
Really good. So the shot we had before of the two tanuki and the copper pheasant, that was Cam Park.
That was Cam Park, yeah.
And yeah, the sound is great. But night footage, not great.
Night footage, not so great too.
I don't like the night footage.
And then I think the Cam Park, the aspect ratio is a bit wonky too, right?
Aspect ratio is different, right? It's not 16 by 9, so you got to kind of cut the top. I guess it means you got more to work with. But with these cams, some of the cheaper cams, they'll say their cam is 4K. It's not.
It's not 4K. Yeah.
Not 4K.
There's a lot of like kind of marketing, and this kind of actually goes into what Rob's question is right here. It says, what thing do you wish you knew when you started this adventure? Yeah. And kind of just all the crappy marketing, I guess, because all of these cams, they'll say, hey, 4K, and say all this kind of crazy trigger speeds and stuff like that, So like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I want to get that. And then when you actually kind of get into it, it's like, yeah, that's not 4K. They'll have all these kind of crap like stock images. Like a zebra or something like that, or like a lion, or like an elephant, and all these like safari pictures, and you're like, nah. No. At the beginning, well, when we saw it immediately, like, there's no way, But just reading the specs, that's maybe one thing. Just kind of, all this crap marketing for all these crap cams.
So if you're looking for a cam, don't trust the specs. I would go on YouTube and search that camera's model for footage.
Yeah, that's one way that we've started choosing our trail cams, is to just literally put the name of the trail cam in YouTube to see the actual footage. And
maybe not from the maker, not from the maker, from YouTube, actual people like us, to where they're hobbyists, so you can kind of see what. Sorry, I'm moving that over there. What the footage looks like, what it sounds like, daytime, nighttime kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's one thing too. Maybe a little bit more research into maybe some of the cams that we got before we got them. But again, I'm really happy. Like, I think we're both pretty happy with what we got out of these. Yeah. So that's, for me, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 Brownings, 2 ABASKs, Cam Park, and I bought one recently.
Yeah, new cam.
Where is it?
Over there.
I have it.
There it is, right there.
I bought this one, which is Bushnell, which is one of the most popular brands. I'd say Browning and Bushnell are the top brands.
Those two are definitely their leading brands in the trail camera hobby. Browning and Bushnell.
So I can't say too much about this one because I haven't put it out in the field yet, but it says a 0.3 second trigger speed, which is really good. Browning's, Bushnells have a good reputation, I guess. So yeah, I'm looking forward to putting this one out. It's an infrared.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good.
Yeah. We're adding another brand to the arsenal. Arsenal. I'm gonna get another trail cam. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna get yet.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Do you have a wish list or anything?
I have a long wish list of stuff. Yeah, but. I was thinking maybe another Browning, like you actually sent, because we talk trail cams like quite a bit. Like we'll send different like articles and clips and all sorts of just stuff about it. He sent another Browning that looked pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think it's a new one.
It's a newer one, yeah.
It has Wi-Fi, right?
I think some kind of Wi-Fi, Bluetooth Wi-Fi, which would be cool because I haven't had a cam like that yet, and I'd like to experiment with that as well.
The Cam Park, I said. The cheap Cam Park one has Bluetooth Wi-Fi. It's good for setting up a shot, but you can't actually download clips straight to your phone. But it's hit and miss.
Bit hit and miss with their
it's
app.
Slow, and the app is crashing all the time. I would imagine browning would be a lot better for that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, there's a second part to Rob's question, which was, what should a new person know about the hobby?
About in general?
Yeah, in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say just give it a go. Like first, it's kind of hit and miss. But you kind of learn where good spots are, what to look for.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, just try it.
Just try it, yeah. I think kind of going from my personal experience, the first time I put my trail cams out, I went way deep and meandering and going nuts into kind of an area. I got some decent clips, you know, but I didn't need to go that far.
No, right.
Right? You want to go deep enough to where your trail camera is not going to be spotted by any people, right? You don't want to get people on there, hikers and stuff like that. In Japan is a very unique place. I feel very safe. I've had people walk straight up to my trail camera and they don't care, right? Anywhere else in the world, I don't know, but I've heard in this hobby that trail cameras can get nicked. People will find them and they'll just steal them and stuff like that. So
you want to set it up off trail, but you don't need to go too far.
You don't need to literally hike 3 hours into the wilderness to find it, you know.
Because animals are everywhere.
They are everywhere. They literally are everywhere. And, you know, with the monkeys, they're in their backyards. You know, they're in people's little backyards. And Wombat has a video on our channel of monkeys climbing on people's roofs. Yeah. You know, he's just driving in his car, you know. So there's kind of like this buffer zone, especially in our ecosystem or the habitats that we are in, to where you have kind of the road where we have to drive to our spot, and then you have kind of the mid mountain, and then you have the higher mountains, you know, not higher mountains, but you know, there's like a buffer, you know, it's not too far, not too deep, it's not too close to the parking. But
yeah, just go off trail a little, set it up, see what you get. If you get nothing, try again.
Try again.
But you made a video, right, about setting up.
Yeah, about setting up, about 20 some odd clips about like setting up trail cam, what you got to look for, you know, and it's all things that we just kind of learned from doing it over the past year, you know, finding different signs of wildlife, you know, seeing mud marks, and on trees, and we learned that from another British guy that lives kind of in our area. He's like, hey, you see that? That's gonna be wild boar. And I'm not sure I knew that before he mentioned that.
Yeah, well, maybe
did.
We kind of thought it, but yeah, we hearing it from
he kind of confirmed it. Like, he's a little bit more of a naturalist than we are, but yeah. So that video kind of talking about how to set up a trail camera, I think it's like 20 clips or 20. It's pretty recent, within the last like I don't know, 2-3 weeks. Yeah, it's just getting out in nature and having fun. Yeah. What else? Do you have anything for that? No.
Well, getting back to the cams.
Okay. Yeah,
I got a couple on my wish list. The new Browning. I'd like to try the the bog. Yeah, they got this cool cam.
The bog one, yeah.
The screen actually detaches from the cam, and you can set it up and check the clips. Put it back in. I'd like to try that one. The footage looks great.
And I think you can buy, so you have like the kind of the actual core of the trail cam. You can pop that out, and I think you can buy
a second one.
And put it back in. Yeah, you can take that one out, you know. But I don't think you would need to do that.
But what we usually do is, if we're in a good spot, we just swap the SD card out.
SD card, yep. Because down here is where, you can't really see it, but we'll just swap an SD card. And we'll leave the trail camera there, maybe slightly position a little bit better, a different area.
So but what would you like to see in a trail cam?
Bears. I want to see bears. Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, like a functionality.
Like a function, yeah.
We all want to see bears.
We all want to see bears. Yeah. There's a lot, like at one point, like, because we talk trail cams all the time, it'd be so cool if we can just, like, you know, make our dream trail camera and design it and stuff like that. In the new Browning, it has one of the features that, like, I really want, and I've tried to kind of do, give me a sec here, is here. This is just a little junk drawer, right? So this is kind of like a stand, yeah? but it's separate. I had to kind of basically just make it, you know, so I can get the angle that I want. You know, I can bend this and get the angle on that I want. So the new Browning, they have an actual, I think a separate.
So like usually you thread the strap through the back here, but the new Browning, like it kind of has like a, what do you call,
like a little hinge or something like that.
So it stays on the tree, but you can adjust the angle. Like
adjust the angle, yeah. Because without it, with this trail camera, it's just gonna stick straight to the tree, and it's gonna go straight to the tree, right? And the only kind of real thing you can do is prop a little like. So, like, my arm is the tree, you'll prop, like, a little stick behind it.
Or a stone or something.
A stone or something like there to get the angle that you want. Because if you don't, like, it might be too high up or too high down, you know. So, having that feature is definitely something that I want directly on a camera.
You can buy mounts, but they're super expensive.
They're pretty expensive, yeah. So that's
I have a Browning mount like that you screw the camera on and you can kind of, like, adjust it anywhere.
You can adjust the angle,
or like this.
Like
but
this one, yeah.
They're not great, right?
They're not great, yeah. They're not great, and this is just one that I had to kind of just DIY it and make it myself, and it worked pretty good. So you know, that's one thing that I definitely want to see on more cams, like a quality one on there. Yeah. What else? What else do you think?
I'd like to see good audio.
Good audio.
I'd like to see audio. I'd like to
see. I see sound. I want to see sound.
Yeah. So the Cam Park, the video quality isn't great, but the audio is good. So if you could have that audio on a Browning, I'd like that.
Yeah, so working on the audio, which is good. Yeah, definitely. There's some other trail cams too that have solar power panels built into them. You know, because that's one thing that kind of, you know, this hobby, we eat batteries. You know, we use a lot of batteries. So I want something that's a little bit more sustainable.
Yeah,
you know. Sure. So yeah, better sensors, whatnot.
But we already get good clips.
Yeah, we get pretty good clips. Yeah.
But yeah, good audio would be great.
Good quality audio would be great. Yeah, longer Browning night clips. I want to see that, Browning. I'm talking directly to you, Browning. Yeah. Let me have longer night clips.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so we talked about our cams. A couple of our cams are not in the field.
All right, bro. Have a good one. He's taking off here. All right. Merry Christmas. Talk to you later.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks, Rob. Thanks. All right.
So what was I saying? So like our cams are out in the field, but some of our cams are not in Fukuoka, right?
Not in Fukuoka.
Not in Kyushu. So I sent off a cam to a friend up in Iwate Prefecture.
In Iwate, yes.
Quinlan. He has a YouTube channel called Go North Japan, and I lent him a cam. I said, "Hey, take this cam. I want you to find us some bears." And he came up with the goods. Not this one. This is...
Oh, not that one. No. This one's a good video, yeah. I'm just kind of pulling some stuff in the background.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, but...
so
that was interesting. G'day. First time we done that, we sent off a cam to a different area, sent off to Iwate Prefecture, and said, "Hey, can you get us some bears?" And he came back with a good video.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of show a quick little clip here.
Oh, that's me.
That's double wombat there, yeah. But yeah, you can kind of... Trying to talk about it here.
Up to my friend Quinlan of Go North Japan, up in Iwate Prefecture.
Iwate.
Try and catch some bears.
So here's a good kind of representation. So you can see we're down here in Kyushu, this area, and he's up here in Iwate. Yeah.
So basically, the thinking was we are Japan Trail Cam, but all our videos are in Kyushu, this island down here. So we wanted to get more, maybe like a representation of Japan wildlife.
Of Japanese wildlife, yeah.
So I knew this guy, and I don't want to send the cam out to anybody, but he's a pretty good guy. I know him well. He's a great guy. So I sent up this cam to him, and he said, "Sure, yeah, let's go." And yeah, this says like no bears. There's no Asiatic black bears in Kyushu, but there are plenty of bears up north. His channel is Go North Japan, and I said, "Hey, take my cam. see what you get. And he came back with a bear.
With a bear, yeah. Before we get into that, hi, Misako, what was it? Misako-san, arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for so much coming from our Twitter. She said she came from our Twitter.
Yeah. But she's great. She's always liking and sharing our stuff and commenting. Thank you so much.
So there's the Go North channel, but let's check out some of the footage. He got some pretty good footage here.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. There's a bear bottom.
Bear butt.
Bear butt. Bear butt.
This is one of the first clips he sent back. He said, I got a bear.
There's a wild boar.
This is the Browning advantage, I think.
Let's see if we can skip. Here it is. I think it's the next clip. We'll just let this play out here. So this is our first bear on the channel.
Yeah, I was super excited about this. You can hear it, yeah. And it
whacking around like some trees and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but super excited about that. So yeah, one camp off in Iwate Prefecture.
Yep. Here's another quick little look at the bear there.
Beautiful. I think in this video he also sent us a great clip of a fox.
Of a fox, yeah. Let's pull that up. Yeah, there's a great day clip of a fox.
And this will show you like the Browning daytime quality is great. Look at that. It's beautiful.
It's great, right?
Great colors.
Nice little fox. Fox are pretty rare on our channel. I'd like to see more.
We would like to get more foxes.
Yeah.
There's some nice footage.
So yeah, that one went out to Go North, Quinlan.
Yeah.
I think I'm saying that right there.
Quinlan,
in Iwate Prefecture there.
And you sent off a cam too.
Yes, I did send off a cam. So, talk a little bit about that. Yeah, I sent one off to Tokini Andy.
Tokini Andy. She's going. So I think
sorry guys. Yeah, sorry guys. I gotta go. Have a great day. Matane. Yeah.
You.
So Yuki actually helped set up that trail camera as well, because Yuki and Tokini Andy are, they're a thing in Nagano. So I sent a trail camera to Nagano up to him, and I'm pulling up some videos here, so if I'm not looking at you guys, that's what I'm doing. But yeah, so I sent up
when did you send that?
I sent that up about the end of October.
Right.
And we should have sent them out much earlier. Yeah.
So I was gonna say, yeah.
We got the idea a little bit too late because our main focus was to try to catch Asiatic black bears, right? Or Tsukinowa-guma, right? And there's none in Kyushu.
Right.
They're extinct in Kyushu. So we wanted to get up north because they're much more popular there, yeah? So we both sent cameras north. I sent one to Tokini Andy, and a great YouTuber who teaches Japanese on the internet.
Yeah.
And Nagano is actually a pretty big hotspot for that. Here's the video right here, yeah?
So you sent off...
Whoa!
Hey, YouTube putting ads on our videos.
Yeah, putting ads on our videos there, yeah.
We didn't do that.
We didn't do that, yeah. Yeah.
So we were a bit late because of hibernation, right?
Hibernation, yeah. Hibernation here. I'm still pulling some stuff up. So, pretty similar. But you
got some good clips back.
Yeah, I got some good clips back. Unfortunately, we didn't catch any bears this time. We'll pop it over there. So there's me. This is the view from my balcony, guys. So this is what my balcony looks out right there. So beautiful mountain. I have a trail camera somewhere on one of these mountains right back there. Yeah, but we'll just kind of take a quick peek at what we have here.
My buddy Tokini Andy.
There's Tokini Andy.
Nagano to try to catch some Asiatic black bears,
and,
or Tsukinowa-guma, because they're very popular in that area. Fortunately, we didn't catch any this time, but there were still some pretty good cats.
So yeah, so this is the cam I sent out. I sent out a Browning. Here's Andy. We'll just plug Andy a little bit. You can see him there.
Andy.
Hi, okay. And you can hear Yuki. Yuki's in the background there too, yeah.
This is another Browning too. Look at that color. Great color.
Great color, yeah.
But so we didn't get bears this time, but it's not only for bears, right? We want to get something different, or more like representation around Japan.
Around Japan, yeah. So that's the main reason why we are sending the trail cameras out. Hold on. I have like 2 screens. I have 3 screens going on here. Lots of stuff going on. So we'll pull it back here, yeah.
So we know these guys, right? We know Andy, we know Quinlan, but we want to do more of this kind of thing.
Yeah, we want to send out more trail cameras within Japan. locally here because we're Japan Trail Cam. Yeah. So all the people that we've sent them out, like we've been in conversations with them and we trust them, you know, to send a cam. We're not like giving it to them. We're just kind of loaning a cam to them to you know, try to catch different wildlife. And they're both YouTubers, right? So like we're kind of connected to the YouTube community here.
I guess if people were interested in getting a cam from us and setting up, they could contact us. I mean, we couldn't guarantee we'd send one.
Yeah, we couldn't guarantee. You know, we definitely need to get to know the people. We're not just going to send it out to pretty much anybody. So we just kind of talk to the people and see if it's a good fit for us. And
we would really like a cam in Hokkaido, right?
Yeah, if there's anybody in Hokkaido that is interested in this kind of hobby. And the thing is too, like, you know, another thing that we were talking about as well is not necessarily, you know, because we're lending cams to people that don't have them, but they are still really interested in outdoors, because Quinlan's channel, Go North, that's all he's a hiking channel, outdoors hiking channel. Tokini Andy he's not a hiking channel, but he really enjoys the outdoors and stuff like that. So that's why it kind of fit there. So
I guess if people already have cams in
trail
Japan
cams
and they would like to share their footage,
or be featured on our channel, we're definitely open to that kind of stuff. And it kind of goes both ways. If there's anybody that wants clips from our area or researchers, I would love to start working with some researchers.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
And because we literally, between us, we probably have thousands of clips now.
Thousands.
Like I can't count. Like literally I have 2 external hard drives full of clips, you know. And if that can be of use to someone who's actually like actively researching them, like I would love to share that. And so you know, just want to share more about, you know, wildlife and nature in Japan, because this view, one reason why I think it's so awesome, this is a view that you don't really necessarily associate with Japan. You know, everybody associates temples and shrines in Tokyo and robots and anime, and you know, you don't necessarily associate, you know, maybe beautiful nature. Japan's known for some beautiful nature, but the nature that Japan is known for is really, I would feel like, landscaped. You know, like Japanese gardens and temples, and obviously Mount Fuji and stuff like that, but not kind of the really wild nature that we see just in the forest. So we have another trail cam sent out right now. We're not going to talk too much about it, but we have another one. We're seeing where it's going to go. So we're definitely interested in working with more people around Japan.
So what else happened in 2021? You had an interview, right?
Yeah, I had an interview with another YouTuber on a YouTube channel here. We can pull up a quick clip of that maybe to talk about. I had a different hairdo then, but just to talk about sustainability in here. Boom. We'll just put up here. So this is JJ Walsh, and she basically just talks about Kitakyushu.
Hi everybody. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
We don't need to watch this, but basically this is kind of a little bit of interview talk show that I was on just to talk about mainly our channel.
Yep. JJ Walsh. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah. So I was featured on there. Pretty fun.
So interviews. I can't do that.
You can't do that? No?
I'm too nervous.
Too nervous for interviews?
I left that one to you, sorry. That was
well, I think you feel comfortable now, though, right? Like, I mean, I mean, because we hang out and talk like this all the time, you know, I just kind of forget that this is on. Keep it in the back of the mind kind of thing and interact with people. Oh, that sounds amazing. Like I'd love to learn more about Japanese woodland creatures. Yeah, definitely, Masako. Thank you for the comment.
Yeah, but we'd like to do more of this too, like interviews and stuff. Get ourselves out there, you know.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about maybe one other collab that we were really, really excited about, which was Animal Logic.
Right, Animal Logic. So Animal Logic is a YouTube channel, and they contacted us. They were interested in our Tanuki, Japan raccoon dog clips, and asked us if they could use our clips, and we said sure. Because they have a great channel, just animal education.
Animal education, yeah.
And they ended up using quite a few.
Yeah. I was thinking, you know, maybe they use like 1 or 2, but they actually used a pretty good handful, you know, and actually a little bit longer clips, you know.
And they're a huge channel, it was
million, a couple, maybe I don't know 2 million, but I think they have 1 million.
Yeah.
At least 1 million subscribers on their channel there. Yeah.
So yeah, we're about sharing. We want to get
we're
our
all
stuff out
about
there.
sharing. Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
Have you done any other kind of collabs or anything like that? Tokini Andy, Quinlan,
but we
Animal Logic, JJ Walsh, with the live stream there, the interview there.
No, but I guess if you have anyone listening has a podcast or
podcast or
they
anything
write
like that.
for some web page or something,
web page or platform, or
Yeah,
anybody
we'd like
who's
to get out there.
actively researching, because we've I did mention way back when we were talking about owls, I did contact a researcher who's in Hokkaido to get some information about an owl, to ID an owl. So we have kind of met up with a bunch of people kind of in the outdoorsy kind of area or genre. I'm fumbling over my words here, but
okay.
we are all about like making connections with people, in the outdoors kind of hobby.
Actually, it's been great. Twitter this year, I've been doing a lot on Twitter, not a huge lot, but it's been fun talking with people, interacting with people. People seem to be really interested in our clips, so I found that's been a great way to share this year too.
Yeah, for sure.
How about 2022?
2022.
What animals would you like to see in 2022?
Bears.
Yeah.
I made a mistake earlier about his question, but bears. Yeah, I definitely want to see bears. Asiatic black bears, more of those. So we'll probably have to wait till the spring because they're probably going into hibernation. But Sero, I don't know. Sero, is there another name to kind of...
In Japanese, it would be kamoshika.
Kamoshika, yeah, kamoshika.
So it's interesting name because shika is deer, but they are not deer.
They're not deer. They look like semi-goat. But
yeah, I guess they're more closely related to goats, right?
To goats.
But Sero.
Yeah, Sero.
And the Sero are in Kyushu, but not so many, and they're in Miyazaki.
Which is a little bit farther south and south.
A little far away from us.
East? Southwest? East.
Probably
southeast.
Take me a good 3 hours to drive out there.
Definitely, yeah.
But Sero would be great.
Would be great, yeah. The one thing with Sero, just kind of reading about their behavior and stuff like that, they tend to hang out higher up in the mountains. So it would be a little bit more of a trek to get a camera, in an area
Sero
they would be.
Would be great. Sero, bears. I would like to see more monkeys.
More monkeys, yeah.
More macaques. Actually, I have a cam out in Monkey Mountain. Monkey Mountain is Takasaki-yama in Oita. So I have a cam out in Oita. And this mountain is famous for its monkeys. So they actually have, on one side of the mountain, they have a monkey park, which is where staff feed wild monkeys. So there are two, maybe now two big troops of monkeys that come down from the mountain to get some food. So they're big troops. There's lots of monkeys there, but they're wild monkeys. So there's a hiking trail on the other side of the mountain, and I have a cam there, and it's been there for about a month now, maybe just over a month.
I bet that's got some good clips. Hopefully, got some clips.
So I'll probably check that cam sometime New Year, and hopefully good monkey clips there. Macaques.
Get some Japanese macaques.
So I like to see macaques
monkeys there,
and anything different, right?
Different
species. What haven't we got on the channel?
Civets. I'd like to see civets.
Civets, yeah.
I don't know if you're not familiar with what civets are, but they're kind of like a
possum.
Like a possum, raccoony, not raccoon, but more like a possum kind of. Cool. Yeah, I'd like to see those. Definitely. We keep saying bears, but black bears, but also like to see brown bears.
Right, in Hokkaido, right?
In Hokkaido, yeah. Hokkaido all the way up in the north there, because they're only in the north there. Sero, yeah, we're kind of hitting the main species, yeah.
But not only different species, but also, I guess, different behaviors.
Different behaviors, like, we'd like to catch some mating.
But like I said earlier, a lot of our shots are just walk-bys, but it's great to find a spot where animals stop to do something.
So
maybe next year have more places like that.
Yeah, because the main behaviors that we've seen is kind of like wallowing. I think I caught one tanuki fight. I think Wombat's caught one kind of a deer sparring.
Yeah, deer sparring.
But yeah, just kind of catching some interesting behaviors would be great. Yeah. More snakes. I caught one snake on trail camera. from we're taking another
nice.
step back. An animal knocked my camera off angle and it was facing down, and I caught a tail end of a snake, which was kind of cool, you know.
Snakes, I feel, would be difficult.
Snakes would be almost impossible to get on
But
trail camera.
sometimes we see them when we're going out.
When we're going out, yeah.
So we can get some footage.
Yeah. So those are kind of the main animals in Japan. I mean, we're a little bit limited on kind of the animals that we can see here.
Right.
It would be cool, kind of going on another tangent, thinking about kind of the limited animals that we have. But on some of the outer islands, the smaller islands, like what is it called, Tsushima? I think there's there's a Tsushima cat,
right?
I believe that is only on that island, and it's a pretty endangered species,
right.
And I think there are people that are actively researching them and setting up camps. So it'd be cool, like we could kind of do our part, which is reminding me of something else, to get them on film, because we obviously wouldn't want them to go extinct or anything like that, but they're only found on this small island, so getting out there would be really cool. I don't know if we'll be able to do that soon.
So basically our project is like mainly it's just for us. We like looking at the animals, but if like in the future we could help with conservation,
that would be amazing. Again, I said it earlier, like if there's any researchers or anything like that we are interested in kind of the clips that we put out, like we'd love to share those. I think so another thing I was mentioning is the Japanese night heron. I've caught a few clips of them, and they're pretty, reading up on them, pretty very threatened, endangered, less than 1,000 birds, excuse me. Yeah. So 2022, like to catch a lot of different things and see different parts of Japan is I guess the main goal, and just make some more connections and just share as much Japanese wildlife as possible with people throughout the world through YouTube.
So I guess 2021 we had a lot of growth, a lot of new subscribers.
Yeah, a lot of new subscribers.
Thank you for that. Thank you for anyone watching. And how do people support us? They support us by watching our videos.
Yeah, watching,
liking, sharing.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. Commenting. Yeah, we always like comments, and the comments are fun because it if we don't know the answer, it forces us to go look it up to give you a slightly informed
ask us questions we don't know.
Ask us questions we know, and then we learn something in the process, so the main appeal of this and I lost battery, so give me 1 sec here. We're gonna go not that one. That one. Very good.
Let's change our battery.
So that thing that popped on screen really quick is my other YouTube channel there. Change the battery here.
Right, so I guess if you're wondering like how maybe you could help out or support us, that's what you do. Yeah, you just kind of go like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube channel here. Check out our Twitter, our Instagram. Like Wombat is the Twitter, Instagram guy. Buy a t-shirt. Yeah, our Twitter. Yeah, Twitter account Japan Trail Cam at Japan Trail Cam on Twitter. Basically, that's me. He runs most of it. Like I usually just retweet it from my other Come to Japan, which you saw quick flash of that accidentally on screen there. But so maybe in 2022 I'd like to do more on Twitter. Like I've been when I go out on a pickup or a setup, I've been taking pictures and mentioning a little bit, and people seem to like that, so I want to keep doing that. Like of the setup and what's kind of behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, definitely. Instagram's pretty good. That's again, I'll eventually, or every once in a while, I'll put a clip on there on Instagram, but mainly it's he's doing the Instagram and Twitter, and we do weekly videos on YouTube every Saturday. Every Saturday. So watching them is probably the biggest thing. The biggest thing. Check it out. What was I gonna say? T-shirts. T-shirt. Or buy us a coffee. Buy us a coffee. Yeah, Ko-Fi. There's probably a link down there. Ko-Fi. You can buy us a cup of coffee. Buy us a cup of Joe. Cup of Joe there. Yeah. So basically, I'm all out, guys. I need a cup of coffee. Any money we would get from that, we would go into buying batteries. Buying batteries and maintaining our trail cameras. So basically straight back into the channel. Because trail cams are not cheap, right? They're not cheap. No, they're not cheap. And anybody that knows anything about hold on, let's see. All right, I'm gonna delete this comment really quick here. Misako Yoke has a comment that I can do that. Thank you. I'd love to see a mummy rabbit one day, the living fossil.
Yeah.
A mummy.
A mummy rabbit.
From a mummy island.
A mummy island, yeah, in the Ryukyu Islands there, and closer to Okinawa and whatnot. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I'd love to see them as well. Yeah.
Anything? Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So, sorry, I deleted the comment there because there was a bot, like a random spam bot that did a comment there. So I just got rid of that. But I forgot what we were talking about. Supporting the channel.
Yeah, supporting the channel.
Yeah, everything goes back into the channel. I was gonna say something about YouTube monetization. You know, our main goal is not to like get crazy rich through YouTube through Japan Trail Cam. You know, but we just really enjoy the hobby, and you know, any money that we make through Japan Trail Cam is gonna go back into supporting. You know. Supporting the channel, and if it does grow huge, which would be awesome,
you know, give us more opportunity to put more cams out around
Japan, you know, and travel around. We do have some really forward-thinking, you know, kind of, you know, ideas and dreams that we'd like to accomplish. You know, whether we can do that or not, it's up to you guys. So, you know, if more people find our channel and really enjoy it, you know, again, just like, comment, subscribe, you know, share our videos, and you know, I think they're, you know, pretty interesting videos. They're not, you know, the very high action, you know, kind of content. It's more relaxed, and, you know,
it gives you an idea of what animals are in the mountains around you, because Japan is just mountains everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you're not hiking, you don't get opportunity to see.
Really
even if you do hike, you don't get to see the animals.
You really don't. Yeah, you really don't. Yeah, I would say over half of Japan, I'm just like literally just spurting off facts that I cannot back up, but I know over half of Japan is actually like mountainous areas. You know, the city centers, well, they're big cities. Like Tokyo's a big city. It's actually not that big as far as area wise, right? And there's lots of countryside and everything like that. So anyway, kind of going off track there, you know, just you know, we're really excited about this project, and we've been putting so much into it, you know, and it's great. Yeah.
That's about it. But just want to say, if you enjoyed watching this live stream, I think we called this like podcast number 1.
Podcast number 1, yeah. So if you enjoyed this,
we'd like to maybe do more of this in the future.
Yeah, it'd be great. You know,
just
like
talking.
Yeah, just talking about maybe I don't know. We'll have to kind of figure out what we want to do with it, but maybe a monthly thing or like bi-monthly or something like that. You know, just whatever our schedules work.
Let us know if you enjoyed it, or any other questions.
I had fun, so if nothing else, like, I would like to do it again because I had fun doing it, you know, setting everything up and pushing buttons and microphones and lights, and you know, I enjoy YouTube as a platform. So
all right,
yeah, cool. All right, everybody, again, my name was Dan.
Is Dan.
Was Dan.
And what is it now?
What should it be? Yeah. So my name is Dan.
I'm Wombat.
And that's Wombat. And we are Japan Trail Cam. And we hope you enjoyed. And we will catch you on the next adventure. I like to say that every video, don't I?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks again.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.